Okay, at this station, you're going to be working on lesson 6 extra practice page. On this page, you're determining whether the relationship in each problem is an additive relationship, a multiplicative relationship, or neither. So we're going to look at number 1 together. If you look, we're going to be trying to figure out what is the relationship between our inputs, the x values, and the outputs, the y values right below them. So for the first one, we're going to be figuring out how do we get from 2 to a negative 20. Now we're only doing multiplication and addition because we're doing either a multiplicative or an additive relationship. So to get from positive 2 to a negative 20, we really have two options. If we're going to multiply, we would have to do 2 times a negative 20 or negative 10, and that will get us our negative 20. Our other option is going to be if we do 2 plus a negative 22, and that will also get us a negative 20. The reason we know that is because we're different signs means you subtract the 2 and the bigger one, so the negative one wins the game. So 22 minus 2 is 20, and it's a negative because of our negative 22. So either one of these works. We either multiplied by a negative 10 or we added a negative 22. So in order for either one of those to be our rule for this whole table, it's got to work on each one of these. So let's see. If I take 4 and I multiply it by a negative 10, I get negative 40. That works. If I take 4 and I add a negative 22, I'm going to get a negative 18. That doesn't work. So right now we just figured out that this answer right here cannot happen. It doesn't work. Let's make sure that so we think our answer right here is x times timesing by a negative 10, but we've got to double check it on our 6 and 60, negative 60. So 6 times a negative 10 does equal negative 60. We figured out it worked on every single one. So since we figured out we were multiplying, the answer here is that it is a multiplicative relationship. So you would write multiplicative underneath it, and you are ready to go on to the next one. If neither the multiplication nor the addition work, then you're going to put the neither option. That would be the ones that would be neither if neither addition nor multiplication work. Sometimes you are going to have to add a negative number. Sometimes you're going to have to multiply by a negative number, but you're still doing either multiplication or addition. When you get down to the graphs, you're going to do the same thing. If you wanted to draw out a little table over here beside them, you could do the same thing there and make a table and then figure out your pattern in between them on either one of those. On the bottom, you have tables already. They gave you the rule. So for example, on number 1, you've got a 5 input. So that's your x value, so x minus 4. So really what it's saying is 5 minus 4, which means your output's going to be a 1. For the next one, 7 minus 4, and your output's going to be a 3. And you would continue on like that, filling in all your tables. Number 3 is a two-step equation. You do not have to do that this year. So that can be a big red, we're not doing this year. You don't have to do it. It's going to go away. So you can mark out number 3. Don't worry about it. Just do numbers 1, 2, and 4.